I get the message that Powered Author is streaming and my audio is included. It usually doesn't do that. Anyway, it looks like you guys have enough. Looks like y'all got enough players. Although I do need. Well, I would, but I gotta do a little thing called breakfast. But since I started a little later than I usually do, breakfast is a little later. Rockbush! Okay, so to all my viewers, I'm sorry. And if any of them include their audio, you might hear Darth, you might hear Squibs, other people's is on here. I haven't memorized everybody's name yet. There we go. That is kind of scary. Oat milk is good until July 3rd, 25. It's really awesome, but it's kind of scary. Okay. So, stick drift sucks. Well, if you drive every mountain, then, you know. Okay. Actually, I lost the cops yesterday by driving slow. So, just in case anybody doesn't understand, they're playing Grand Theft Auto number 5. Um, a lot of people would call that GTA 5. Okay. Told you, if you're getting chased by the cops, drive slow. They will. Finally. Oh my goodness.
That was kind of funny to watch, though. It was like a 20-point turn. Cop was sideways in the tunnel. Uh, it's out on the coast.
I don't know, the way the luck's been going on Darth's screen. Um, doesn't sound like you're gonna make deliveries.
Okay. Copy. Just give me the Jelly Belly Factory.
Jelly Belly Factory! We gotta go. Since we're going down there.
Don't make the robots dance. Why not?
I know, they started that one of the times that we went there.
But the robots definitely can dance.
And they only make the robots dance on the weekends. Or at least that's what it used to was. I know. It's depressing.
He's still working on losing the cops. Okay.
Okay, so are any of you including your audio?
No.
Gee, thanks, guys. You invite me to the party and then you don't even include your audio. I know, but I told you I had to eat breakfast first. I can't do that and do GTA. I am. Slowly.
Hopefully the commentary made sense. Yeah. Same.
Well, that's why it doesn't make any sense to include me in the chat when
Yes.
I gotta eat breakfast first.
Go ahead and eat your mushroom. Stupid idiot. Come on, right on into my lane. Well, I don't think I'd want to be in that car. Got squished between a Duke of Death and a semi-trailer.
Okay, so we were talking about when you go to the Jelly Belly factory in Susoon, Fairfield, California, because technically it's in Susoon, but they call it Fairfield. I don't know why. Um, there's these really cool robots,
Just watch out for a big
and normally they are used for boxing Jelly Bellies. And they used to make them dance too, but they don't make them dance anymore. Or at least so says my son. Dude, it's really been a hot minute since we've gone on the tour. Wow, third grade.
So long since third grade.
uh, well, now that he's graduating, some people might disagree with me, but my favorite part of high school was when it was over. Oh, I just realized something's playing in the background, and it probably shouldn't be. I mean, it's okay. It's, my story, but just in case, I think what we'll do.
Well, I'm at the next business. How it happens.
There. Okay. Why?
There we
Oh
go.
my goodness. Oh, so what we're gonna do. That's what happened last night. It was really weird because I cooked last night and I didn't do anything different except for use a few different ingredients. And then somebody was tossing his cookies.
I think it was something they ate during the day. No, last night's different.
Well, if I make it again and you do it again, then we'll know it is last night's dinner and we're gonna complain to some companies.
Okay. It's another sale, you know.
Okay.
That would be the resupply mission statement. Everything restaurant sales. Shut up, food truck. Junior food truck when they have a helicopter or something handy.
Oh no. Okay, so that's the first floor. That's the second floor. And the floor that we were on was the third floor.
Bonus. Collect a little extra cash.
Okay. So I am pretty happy. This morning, I was playing, or earlier this morning. I'm confused. I was playing Disneyland Adventures, and I got 2 of my goals done. Or was it 3?
Best spot to jump on.
No, I think it was 3.
That's right there.
Yeah, it was 3 because we did Pixie Hollow, which I had not realized until
So,
last
the
week,
location for this
or
tunnel
not
is
even
like
last
where the
week, the
water
other
tower is.
day,
Fastest way
I
back
had not done.
is actually the boats.
So I was like, okay, that's what I'm going to do. Actually, it might have been yesterday, but whatever. Um, and yeah, whenever it was.
Yeah. Since I'm spending more time in the air than a helicopter.
Anyway, so I got Pixie Hollow done, and then I went Astro Blasters and got the one last hidden Mickey that I hadn't gotten on that one. So I've got gold on both of those now too. And then I went on Finding Nemo submarines, which I don't have all of them, but I've gotten every single level down to I need one more.
I don't know if this buyer's gonna want to buy from me again. I got him wet. That boat comes next to his. Maybe even landed. And no, you're not gonna get an oppressor quick out here. It's bogus that way, but that's the truth of it.
Okay.
And you're through Dung Beach for the sparrow. Hello, Sharky.
I feel like I've been in a cave forever. But this is a big building, and I mean, it's a huge building, technically. So I kept getting offered art help. And the last person to offer me that, um, I kind of felt bad because I know how people are when it comes to AI art. They're like, if it doesn't come from a human, it's not okay. Because, like AI goes and takes, a little of this and a little of that, and it might be somebody else's work and it might not, you know? But, um, but so I told her that, I'm stuck with AI for now. I cannot afford an artist, and she hasn't tried to talk to me again. But, like I got specific things that I like to do with my, uh, I mean, I'm like doing book covers and, um, for very specific situations. So maybe it won't be a copy of somebody else's work because, I just don't know. Okay, so anyway, I've got a really cool picture of a pirate ship. And the only thing I don't like is that it's got like these girly things on the sides. Like the ship is trying to do walk like an Egyptian. Since I'm streaming on Twitch right now, um, maybe after the stream, I'll look at the pirate ship. It looks a little funny. But other than that, I love it. And I didn't put any real specifics, I think. I think I just put pirate ship with black flag and and eerie purple skull. Because that's how I described it in my book. Okay.
Where's your car? Well, I told you, sit pat, I come get you. You never listen when I say it, so why would I listen when you say it?
But the way you.
Difference is I would take you to your wheels. That's the main difference. Because you never drop me at my car.
Because you usually say it like you are the only driver in the game, and that's how it's going to be. Really? Because every time that I play that game, you want to be my chauffeur. I play that game every Thursday. You just happen to be in school at the time. Okay, every time that I play this game while you, I mean, well, every time we play that game while me and you are on, you want to play chauffeur. I like driving.
Really? No pigs from behind? Seriously, when they weren't there a minute ago? Piss off, piggies. Twelve rockets later.
Okay, so
Hell, new Corsair.
we're attempting, or I am attempting,
I'm gonna attempt to lose the cops.
to blow this up a little better. Oh, and this is me attempting to actually build the town the way it's supposed to be. I mean, my whole entire fictional Ireland. Um, I still got to work on that cave system down there. Okay, that didn't work. There we go. There we go. I was gonna sing something and then I was like, no, I can't do that. That's an actual song.
Sequins. Now, if this thing will run long enough to get over there, that'd be great. It's smoking a little.
How much is a little?
Dying on the vine?
That's smoking a lot.
Yeah, it's smoking a little.
My husband's got a helicopter.
Yeah.
Okay, my husband's got a helicopter on the game, and it's smoking a lot. He said it was smoking a little. I
You
disagree.
don't have to pay for repairs.
Oh, speaking of that, I killed one of my cars the other day by trying to put a cop car into the water,
Beep, beep, beep.
and it made me pay for it. Was it supposed to do that?
Yep.
Okay. Doesn't matter if I destroyed it and didn't know to contact Moore's Mutual, then I would have been able to get a new one free anyway.
Yeah, it's almost like I ran out of gas or something.
Okay, so because I was one of those lucky people that ported my file over from the previous version, and you get free Dukes of Death.
Did you get the reservoir? No? Then the fruit queen has reservoir. Oh yes, and don't forget Fly Low FM.
I don't understand Flylow FM.
It's a radio station. But for the mission, you have to fly low with the airplane.
Oh, okay.
Fly Low FM.
Apparently, it's a radio station on GTA. I don't have the radio playing.
Kick on the radio and enjoy.
And I guess that explains why I don't have anybody trying to chat with me today, because Mr. Star and Sky is also streaming at the same time. I mean, it's probably just a convenient time for him to stream, just like it is mine. Um, I used to try to stream later in the day, make sure I was awake and, other stuff got done first and all that. But then I figured out that, I'd get to
One other out here on this
the
coast.
point
There is
where,
elsewhere.
this didn't get done. So I made it solidly from 8 to noon, but it's usually 8 to 11, but it could be 8 to noon. Oi.
Hmm? Yes, Nick left the party as far as I know. Oh, okay. I had it reversed. It works.
Huh?
Exactly.
And when did you send this alleged text? Yeah, well, if it's anything like yesterday, I literally sent myself a message from Darth's phone because mine was on the charger. And I thought of how to word it while we were out. And then I finally got the text message notification, even though I'd already gotten the text message. I finally got it about 6 hours later.
Yeah, that's the worst about that is they were both from Verizon. Which is interesting because we get the 5G full bars here now.
And it still takes forever to send a message between the two of us. How can you tell if you're getting 5 bars? I am not. I got 2 bars.
You get 2 bars?
2.
Jeez. Well, between the low signals of both of you, that's not working right.
Yeah, well, we need to complain about that because if you're going to be, away at work, I'm going to need 5 bars.
Why?
Because what if somebody breaks in?
Well, there's $1,000,000 what ifs.
Oh no, I got a backup plan. It's called a sword.
Yeah, I have a broadsword sitting next to me.
Broadsword. Broadsword.
Whatever have you.
Well, since I can't use most of those outside Minecraft, it's like if somebody breaks into the house, I mean, well, my husband has a broadsword. Um, anyway, I have it right there next to his desk, and it's like the reason why it was down here is because I was so afraid that for a while there, our neighbor Megan said that, the attics in our um, condo townhouses are connected. So since she said that somebody broke into their apartment or the neighbor's apartment through those attics, I was like, that sword's coming downstairs. It used to be upstairs in the closet where the cats couldn't hurt themselves. Well, now it's right next to my husband's chair, between his chair and the wall, and I don't have to worry about it. And it gives me confidence to know that I can actually lift it because I've had to a few times. In fact, I'm the one that put it down there. I mean, down here. Anyway. Anyway, if an intruder breaks into our house, they are definitely getting threatened and possibly getting stabbed. I don't want to go that far though. Because then you end up, getting into like, was it premeditated? Was it, oh, that, I don't use those words on this stream. Like, did you think about it ahead of time and plan for it? Or did you, actually just, it was spur of the moment, at that moment, you were like trying to defend yourself. And I just don't think I can handle that.
Next time I'll be the weed farmer. My first stop is the reservoir over here.
So, what day of the week is your graduation? what day of the week. June 6th does not tell me what day of the week. Is it a Thursday? Is it a Friday? Is it a Wednesday?
It's a Friday.
Well, we graduated on Thursday. That's why I'm asking.
Well, you're just weird.
Actually, I think we graduated on Wednesday and still had to go to school on Thursday. It was so stupid. Okay, yeah, it is a Friday. So, are we going to go down there on Thursday?
Yes, you're going to be traveling Thursday and traveling Saturday, most likely.
Okay.
That's
So,
the
I
theory.
definitely need to play some GTA with you guys as soon as I'm done with my breakfast.
Well, if you can get it to join, do so.
Yeah,
We're not having
if.
trouble with that.
I just realized. Okay, so. So, for some reason, the internet. Okay, I'm going to say it this way, but I don't mean it that way because, there's only one God. But, like the internet gods have decided that me and my son can play together. My son can play with my husband, but me and my husband can't play together on GTA. And it happens like every 6 months, and it's really, really annoying, and they really need to fix it.
I want to say it was adjusting the friend level between her and me, but I don't think that's the issue this time.
Well, it's really funny how we switch from. It's really funny how we switch from the evil thieves to Verizon, and all of a sudden we can't play video games together again.
Yeah, I think it's an Xbox issue, not a internet provider issue, though. It's just complicated.
Well, we'll figure it out as soon as I'm done.
Because I think we've connected up on other games.
We haven't played other games together. It's the only one you ever bothered to play with me on. And Squibs can play with me on Minecraft too, but
Sea of Thieves, GTA, Minecraft.
oh yeah, we can play Sea of Thieves together though. It's just ever. I mean,
Think what?
the only game that I can think of that ever has this issue is GTA.
Yeah. Are you a thief, Marky? No. I'm inbound on that.
Okay, so
She's just a little sea dodo. Little old seaplane.
okay, I'm just saying, but Armageddon says if you go and put a firework in your hand and blow it up, blow it up, that it's supposed to be because they were all guys in that particular room, that your wife would be opening your ketchup bottles for the rest of your life. That did not show that, just so you know. That was pretty good, but oh, okay. Okay. I don't have a favorite tank.
She's got several. Anything with a gun is a favorite tank. You know
No,
that, right?
with a boomstick gun or a rapid fire.
It's the one that makes stuff go boom. Drive faster, piggy. I shoot rocket at you. Haha, I got one. Give me 1 inch stars for nothing.
Well, obviously he didn't think it was nothing. Okay, so I think we got all of the lava out of there.
Bet on it?
But I'm betting back there somewhere
I'm not interested.
is
Yeah,
some
screw
more.
your plan. Okay, I made it inside the building.
Okay.
Can't get very far.
Yeah, right, Christmas trees. Actually, it's the totally censored version.
Yeah, that was almost not quite kid friendly.
You're not sharing your audio.
Lunching, lunching. Yeah, I'm headed down the freeway. As the pig just drives right
What
up
the heck?
behind me. Doesn't say a thing because he has to live up yet. It's the truck with the one wire. Yeah, mister. Gotta smoke it on the way there. Idiot.
Oh, I hate that one.
Yeah, this should definitely drive you through the roof.
Yeah, like the one where you're chasing the bunny rabbit.
Well, my passenger's high as a kite.
Well, I guess you are too
Yep.
in the
And the
game.
truck drives like it's high as a kite.
Oh, I've got 2 viewers. Hi, viewers.
Thing is hell bent on bouncing off everything. Hey, can you get up there and run blocker? Well, I have a truck.
So as soon as I get rid of all of that,
And trucks are not known for knowing where the hell they're going.
as soon as I get rid of all of that, then I will
So
be able
this
to
one's owned
build
by the
up this
gardener.
mansion here. But the whole thing about this mansion is that, see, there's grass around it. So I'm building it exactly the way I built it before. But we're going over. Okay, so I haven't put in the grass over here, but um, we're gonna come over. That's not what's
Truck
supposed
steak,
to be
huh?
there.
Medium. Mm. Okay, that's it. Mountain Road. No, it's not. But
That's
it's
not a
better
great
than
plan
leaving
with
my
any
sign.
truck. Helps if you put in dirt road
I
instead
rust
of.
calfskin. Good thing the truck doesn't need to arrive intact. It makes twisted metal seem straight. This guy's a health food nut that smokes.
There.
Nigger.
Yeah, but if you think about it,
Don't bounce me off the dang wall. Mash the cops, would ya?
that stuff is a plant. Yeah, that's why they give it to people when they've got, such a bad back that. No, see, they give it to people okay, they give it to people like
I might go to the doctor.
like your grandpa.
Don't do that.
They give it to people like your grandpa Escabel who have such a bad back that, the only humane thing to do is um give them something that'll at least make it feel better. It's not fixing the situation because they don't want to fix the situation because they want all that medical money from the person having to go in and get back surgery and
Oh,
stuff like that.
bummer. There, I'll leave you 3 lanes. Isn't that enough?
So anyway, aww, back down to 1 viewer.
Looks
That's
like
okay.
if I can get down the freeway, it would help. This guy's razzing me about my driving now.
That's better.
He's the one smoking it up, but I'm being razzed about my driving. Give me a freaking break, dude. Off ramp.
Off ramp.
Off ramp, as in destination
But according to that song, Destination's Unknown.
No, but this is the highway to hell, so it counts.
Hell is not in there. And it looks like the next one's going to be in Florida. I personally still think that they ought to go and, uh, you know,
You got pigs again.
we've got enough room in an Xbox Series X to have, to have more than one city.
I didn't even hit the pig. Move, pig. I didn't ask you.
There aren't very. According to the people who play Dreamlight Valley, there's not that many people
I didn't ask you.
that actually have a weak PlayStation anymore, as you put it. Are there?
Okay, the destination is here somewhere.
No, because rumor is that they've decided not to support PS4
You had somebody behind you.
anymore. No, I meant Sony wasn't going to support PS4 anymore. What's the difference between a PS5 first generation and now? Red Rings of Death. Explain. Oh, okay.
There's my wheels.
Yeah, I actually had that happen to me.
Interesting parking spot.
Did we ever. You think?
I thought the next one
Did,
was just gonna be Series B.
why that doesn't go with the letters? So your graduation's on a Friday, so that means the 5th would be a Thursday, which means that's the GTA day. Okay. And this coming Thursday is like the Thursday before that, or the or 2 Thursdays before that.
Friday. No, no, you're going to 6. That's right.
Okay.
So grateful.
So are you guys going for the weekend or like the whole week? I'm asking because your grandpa was talking like we can't stay the night because they're gonna go to Disneyland. Yeah. The 5th.
Jeez. Yeah, but I have a scoped rifle with explosive rounds.
Yeah. Oh, okay. What's all 6 of us? Oh, okay. Well, no, the way you were talking, it was a guy's day out. Yeah, well, I think that he's gonna be a. Since when does Grandma have no bill? I mean, mobility issues. I know. That's why I'm really worried for when we do get to go to Disneyland because I am planning that we're doing that before we die. Um, because we've never been together. Um, when we finally get to go, I'm afraid that our knees are going to be so jacked up that we're both going to have electric carts and only be able to go on one of the trains. And what if that's not running that day? Or
Oh, there's a million what ifs.
well, we still got to plan this trip out. And do we have enough money to, make the reservation for the hotel?
Depends on. No.
No, I was talking.
How much the hotel wants.
I was
How much
talking
do you want
for
father to look up?
graduation weekend. Cause cause yeah, yeah, but okay, so I kind of decided that we're gonna stay at that same place that I stayed last time when it was when I went down there for Thanksgiving because I was like Um, that year was 2022, and I was like, I am going down there for Thanksgiving. I didn't care if we could afford it. I was going down there.
Yeah, I think that might be a better idea.
You're not listening, are you? Okay. Anyway, I was like, I'm going. So, I ended up going down there on the train, and I don't know if you remember where In and Out is in Fairfield on the other side of the freeway from Grandma. Yeah. Okay, so I would tell you that it's um next to the Denny's, but I don't know if you remember where that is either. Uh like where the dollar store is, except for that's on a different street. Um
I just want that car to drive faster.
okay, I will look it up on a map a little bit later. I'll look it up on a map later and show you exactly what I'm talking about. But anyway, and I can't tell you where the Holiday Inn used to was because you're not going to remember that. Because I'm pretty sure the Holiday Inn changed to something else way before you were born. But anyway, so any anyway, so
Pretty much.
well, you remember where the mall is, right?
On the other side of
Vaguely.
where?
Okay, so on the other side of the freeway from the mall on Travis Boulevard,
Yeah,
the
that way.
okay, it's the big busy street.
Oh,
Okay, if you're looking at the mall from Pennsylvania Avenue, which you're not gonna know that one either, but it's a big street that goes right through town, and Travis Boulevard is another one that goes straight, straight through. Anyway, anyway, if you've got the if you're going down that road, with the mall on the uh with the mall on the right side of the car, then you go up and over the freeway, and then like the first left is the street that I'm talking about, and it's got Petco or PetSmart, I'm not sure which, and then it's got In and Out, and actually I think there's one more place over there, but anyway, I know that it's got the Petco and then In and Out and then Denny's, and then it's got the the hotel I stayed at. And except for that, I'm hoping you haven't seen that movie, but except for that, it had a really long, scary hallway like on The Shining. It was a great place to stay. Oh yeah, and that one of my cards, they always give you two cards just in case you like lose one, I guess, or like the husband can have one and the wife can have one.
oh.
Well, you gotta tell us these things. We love shooting.
Yeah, stealthiest. You still end up in a
Yeah,
fight,
but
though.
do you like get an Xbox achievement, or is it just more comfortable to be stealthy? Okay, so I am literally gonna just
Well, that
um
thing needs to land. So
finish this side yard here
back up a bit because the chain is behind us.
and
I think Shruti tried it. Figures.
okay, oh my goodness. Okay, so we gotta flatten all this.
You're just
Wow.
gonna sit right there.
Yes. You're not gonna get a good. I don't know because Tiana's Bayou looks pretty dang cool, but you gotta go on Peter Pan too. Say Splash Mountain if you want to get wet, but Peter Pan.
Okay, that's fine.
It's not that I like one better over the other. It's that okay. So apparently you can get very very wet. Oh, that scared the hell out of me. Um, my speaker turned itself off. Tiana's Bayou Adventure. I
Same on it.
I think I will like that if they haven't changed it too much from what it was when it was original Splash Mountain. If they haven't changed it too much, but if they've still got those ravens or crows or whatever they were talking about the laughing place and trying to scare you before you go down, then I would definitely say Peter Pan because um you know you know Peter I like Peter Pan partly because if you wear a white t-shirt it shows up purple or something like that. Like it glows in the dark because of the lighting. And because I like the movie Peter Pan, and well, no, I think I would like Channel's Bio Adventure, but are you gonna have to are you going all week or are you just going for a few days?
It's like 3 days worth.
Oh, that sucks.
2 days.
Dang.
Chain to the
That
house.
sucks. Wow. Yeah, you do. Well, okay, I understand that. Oh, there is mixed feelings on whether blue milk is a good thing or not. Okay. I'm just saying there's mixed feelings on the subject and I don't understand it, so you're going to have to explain it to me when you get back. No, there's more to it than that. That I do know. That I do know because the, the YouTubers I watch, they one of them at least, I think both of them, but anyway, um like one of them got blue milk and they said it was okay, and the other one said never again, if I remember correctly. Well, I'm just saying that after you taste it, you're gonna have to tell me what the you know what the what about it is. So it seems to be like a half and half thing. You know, like half the people don't like it and half the people do like it. So, but if it is just milk dyed blue, then I can't even have it. So unless I got oat milk, I can have oat milk. But I thought it was kind of funny though, because the first time I had oat milk, with my cereal, my stomach was like, "Oh no, not that stuff!" And then it was like, "Oh, wait a minute." Yeah, it was upset because I was having uh milk, and then it's like, "Wait a minute, it's different. What's up with this?" Okay, so we need something for June the 6th because we're going to be out of town. So that kind of sucks. We're going down on the 5th, coming back on the 7th.
To your way of thinking. Maybe that's all they wanted to do was 2 days.
No, me and you.
Huh? What access panel? It's on the bridge. You were on the bridge. Oh. Well, I didn't know you were off the bridge.
So, are we having a graduation party afterwards? Well, yeah, but people usually have like. Well, I think you ought to find out.
I think
Cause
we just
like,
gotta keep it
I'm just
secret.
saying, if we go to the if we go to the graduation and then there's a party afterwards and we weren't there because you didn't know, yeah.
Are you headed back to the bridge? No, you went to the bridge. I didn't worry about it. Holy crap! There's a dude in a helicopter. It wasn't on the map until conveniently he had a gun to shoot at me with.
That's not fair. Okay, so
Punk bitch.
hey, keep that language out of your mouth. I am still streaming and I do not allow that language on my video. But he's loud enough that he can be heard from my headset.
So are you on my headset, but you don't give a damn about that. Ever.
Hey, I usually don't get loud unless I'm talking to
Bull!
stuff. Unless I'm talking to stuff. The one that I
Open the
usually
car
call
door
sister.
now, Bull.
Okay, so, baby doll. Kinda, it doesn't work for me to call my sister baby doll, though. No, she used that
Not
because
to be loud.
husband or ex boyfriend, one of those two, used to call her baby doll, and
I'm gonna see if I can get up on that other side
See,
chocolate.
that's what I'm saying. And it's just a weird name for me to call her. So I usually end up calling her sister on the, when we're playing together. I just call her sister. Okay. So we're almost there. That's fitting. Um, okay, so for my son's graduation, he gets to go to Disneyland for a couple of days, which I still don't think is enough. You gotta go at least 3 days, you know? But he could. Well, because if you're going to go on every ride, it's better to go for 3 days. Well,
She wants to go on every ride.
4 days.
So she assumes everybody wants to go on every ride.
4 whole days was a little too much, but like 3.5 days would be silly. Yeah, I kept saying 4.5 days. I meant 3.5 days. Because like by the time we got to the fourth day and we'd been on everything.
Two, one, jump, flip
Of
flop.
course that was almost 25 years ago.
Not taking the skylift that far into the city. We would have sat down on a dock. Especially if we're clear of the bad guys like we are.
Skylift,
Skylift, the helicopter with a box.
that thing that kind of looks like a wasp.
Yes.
Okay.
Or I would have had the skylift transferred to a semi truck at the dock.
Yeah, so I was gonna do this and then
To lose bad guys.
like I was gonna do this and not include my audio and then I did, so if y'all don't understand anything that I'm talking about, that didn't have anything to do with Minecraft, it's understandable. And it's totally okay.
Or I would have had the
Um,
skylift drop it right
okay,
there at the
so
sound chart. That would have been nice. I know.
so is there only one pizza company on the whole entire map?
There's several locations for the same pizza company, yes.
No, there's not. There's three.
That's still considered several.
No, it's not. That's called a few. Several is when you get into seven.
Okay, there's multiple locations then.
Okay, so there's only three of them and they're all in the city. You're wrong. No. Previously, he said that he thought there was a pizza company in Paleto Bay or somewhere else on the map besides the city. And
Skylift landing. Come on. Dude, seriously.
you're not close enough to just jump out.
No, he's supposed to land the box.
Oh, okay. I thought you were talking about you.
I got the whip.
Okay. We're almost there. That's pretty cool.
I like how it just rolls out of the. Ah, I love this little car. Not in the rain, I don't, but I love this little car.
Ooh, I found a nice, safe landing.
I might just hold on to this car as is. Huh? Oh. No lives lost. Reach the bridge. Huh. Okay, well, another time. That's okay. One of the other salvaged, one of the other collected cars is popping a permanent wheelie.
He went down the water slide.
Just like you do to me. You have. Or your other favorite. Run a popularity mission without telling me that you're going to dinner at the same time. No, there was one time where you did it on purpose. You're like, oh, just stay in the company. You can run the popularity for me as I go to dinner. And I'm like, oh, hell no. Yeah, that makes you money and nobody else. Yeah, well,
I was trying to get him
doesn't mean you
to
can't
go
try
out
again.
to that water. It's not working.
Well, either way, every now and again I get cops on these things, so just to make you
Well,
check if you're along for the ride.
I need to go upstairs, and I'm not going to make you guys uh, wait for me to get back because that would be ridiculous. Sure. Um, okay, so please go on Amazon and check out my books. They will have new covers soon. So the ones that have the old covers are going to be like collector's items. um, anyway,
General's daughter's car again.
please check out my books. Uh, go on to Amazon, type in the search engine Tina Rash Books, TINARASHBOOKS, and should find Pirate's Daughter, Misfortune, Hard Times, Adopted Coral, The Island, and Esperanza's Party. Not necessarily in that order, though. And I hope you're having a great day. Know that you are enough. You are important. You do matter. There is nothing you cannot solve or handle, even work in school. And speaking of school, my son's graduating in June. So I think that is way cool. Um, and I will see you in the next stream or video as soon as I get back over there. No.